You're listening to
Super, or whatever the infernal thing is.
Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. Each week, we're going to talk about three things. In Main Street, USA, we'll talk about the latest Disney news.
Kill me if you must, but first listen.
In Tomorrowland, we'll talk about the things we're looking forward to.
The fate of the Parr family rests in your claws.
And World Showcase is dedicated to our favorite Disney adventures.
I believe Hua Mulan.
I believe Hua Mulan.
I believe Hua Mulan.
I believe Hua Mulan. I believe Hua Mulan. I believe Hua Mulan.
So let's get this show on the road.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's show. My name is Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
So I have thoroughly enjoyed the intros with Mulan clips. I'm assuming that was in honor of Mulan hitting Disney Plus earlier this month.
Yes.
And
yes. So we've had Mulan for intros every week this month.
So I can assume then that you'll have something special for October?
You can assume that.
Okay, great. I'm excited. I fear Hocus Pocus.
Why would you fear that?
I'm digging the Slinky Dog ears.
Thank you. I really do like these. You know, these are some of my favorites that I got in the park.
You like a dog.
I love a dog. I love a little stuffed animal. And you know what? Don't sleep on Slinky Dog Ride because it really is worth its own pair of ears. But I got the most comments on these ears as we were walking around the parks.
Yeah. I saw another girl wearing them when we were in the parks, and I think her comments were, my ears are just freaking me out.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't freak me out. I love these so much. So I thought they were well worth an intro into season 2.
They're cute.
Yes.
So as you said, season 2 starts tonight. If you haven't listened to the trailer yet, go listen to that. You'll hear all the fun stuff that you're about to hear in this episode. So where is it, Wednesday?
Yeah, so this is our last one for September. And then this week, and then we will draw, and then we will start over with a new contest in October. So be sure to get in there this Wednesday.
Yep, this Wednesday. Look for that. Hopefully it won't be too hard for you. So there's lots of podcasts. There's lots of Disney podcasts. Our show grows every week, and we are so grateful. We're just super thankful that more and more people are finding us and listening to us. If you are in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and you downloaded our podcast, we see you. That's one of our favorite places in the world.
Yes.
San Diego, California, we saw you this week. We are so grateful for you. And if you're in Barcelona, Spain, and you downloaded our podcast, we are so grateful. So Thank you.
Yes, and be sure to tag us on Twitter or Instagram, and I'll get you a sticker. Our new stickers came in this week, and I am in love with them.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're so great.
They're really, really cool. Yes.
So let's hit
the news. All right, so this week, Disney announced their 5th key. So do you know what Disney keys are?
Yes, I've seen those. I don't really get it. It's a collectible, right?
No.
Oh.
So this is a managerial core value type thing.
Oh, no, not what I was thinking at all.
No.
I was thinking about the new keys that they're launching for collectibles. You've seen those, right?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're actual keys.
Oh.
They're like large keys, and they're different themes. So like here's a Dumbo key, and it's a collectible like a pin, but significantly larger.
Large, like a big brooch.
Well, I don't think you wear it.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to be a display item, a dustable.
Okay.
Is what I would call them.
That's weird that would come out.
But they're cool. I mean, they look really cool. I can see why somebody would want to collect them, but it really is a dustable. You're going to need some shelf space.
Okay. Well, that's not the kind of key that this is.
Okay, completely different key. Well, lead us down the path you were headed.
So Disney has for years and years had four keys, core values to their business. You learn about them on the very first day you go become a cast member at Disney.
Okay.
Right? They've always been safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency. I highly recommend reading the book Be Our Guest from the Disney Institute. It'll tell you all about this.
Okay.
But with the social unrest in the nation, I think Disney did a lot of introspection.
Yeah, sure.
Back in May, they released the statement. It included the recent killing of George Floyd, as well as other instances of lethal attacks and harassment of unarmed black citizens in our nation continue to drive outrage and calls for action by people of all cultural backgrounds. including many of our employees. Feelings of grief and anger cause us to confront the inscrutable idea that the lives of some are deemed less valuable and less worthy of dignity, care, and protection than other lives are. And so I think with that, they did a lot of work internally, and they've released a 5th key that they are now including in all of their managerial training for new employees, and that key is inclusion. So
Sure.
the
Worthy.
details around that, what that means, how they reinforce that, I don't know, but I think it's cool that it's clear that in the last 6 months they've been doing some work.
Right. Okay. That's good.
In entertainment news, Samuel L. Jackson, one of my favorites, is set to reprise his role of Nick Fury in a new Marvel series that's yet no details have been released except the fact that Samuel L. Jackson is going to be in it and he will be playing Nick Fury. It'll be coming to Disney Plus.
Okay.
Downtown Disney and Disneyland unveiled a wonderful mural of Black Panther created by Nicholas Smith. It's a painting of Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther giving a Wakanda sign to a little boy wearing a Black Panther mask.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Oh,
Looks
that's
really, really cool.
precious.
Black Widow, the Marvel movie that was slated to be released back in May as part of the summer Marvel push.
Wow.
Got pushed back to November 6th and now has been pushed again all the way back to May of 2021.
Yeah. I just don't see theaters opening.
I just,
soon.
I think that it was the poor performance of Tenet. Christopher Nolan released Tenet and he was like, I'm going to put it in the theaters no matter what. And it just didn't do well financially because people aren't going to movie theaters.
Are theaters even open?
Some in some places are to less than full capacities.
Oh, wow.
And so Wonder Woman
So that's
also
hard.
pushed their Wonder Woman 1984
Gotta
pushed theirs
be.
back. So, I think that's probably
You don't
it's-
want to release that to half capacity theater because that's literally going to cut your revenue in half.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
charging double ticket prices.
right. So, it's a bummer for ScarJo and all those folks, but it's probably the right decision.
Yeah.
Okay, resort news. The Grand Floridian is officially back open to all guests again.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yep. So the NBA folks are out. The NBA barbershop is gone.
There's an NBA barbershop.
They literally built a makeshift NBA barbershop.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, on the grounds.
Oh, I love that.
The big blue wall is gone.
Gone, okay.
All that's gone. Narcoossee's is opening up. So
Okay.
that's one of the high-end restaurants there, which is cool. So good for Grand Floridian. Aulani is going to start welcoming guests back on November the 1st.
I saw that.
Yay.
I'm very excited about it.
I believe that people in Hawaii are probably a little bit like, are we moving too fast still? Hawaii will have a pre-travel
Yeah.
or pre-arrival testing program for anybody
Yes.
that comes from out of state.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that. I think Hawaii's done fairly well.
They've
managing
done well, yeah.
Corona. And so naturally, they don't want a bunch of mainlanders coming in to the island and infecting them.
With all of our junk. That's
yes.
right.
Well, because people come to Hawaii from all countries, not just the states. So
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. So we found Aulani to be extremely international when
For
we
sure.
were there. So they have to have those kind of protocols in
Yep.
place for sure.
It's a phased reopening, so they can sort of take baby steps, put
Yeah.
their toe in the water, see how things are going, and pull back if they need to.
Right.
They did alter their cancellation policy so that you can cancel your trip within 24 hours until all the way through next May 20th. I think they've done that.
Okay.
Here's a little bit of sad news. The Grand Floridian Society Orchestra is going away. So this is the little orchestra that plays up there
I have
on
a
the
video of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they got furloughed when everything shut down.
Yeah.
When they brought them out of furlough with the opening, they haven't been doing the Beauty and the Beast show at the what is that theater called?
At Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, it's at the Theater of the Stars, I believe, something
Yeah.
like that. They brought them out of furlough, and these guys, the Grand Floridian Society Orchestra, was renamed the Disney Society Orchestra, and they were playing at that theater.
Okay.
And they got notified 2 weeks ago that October the 3rd will be their last day.
Wow.
Yeah, 32 years they've been playing at Disney World at the Grand Floridian.
That's insane. So that implies that when things are back at full capacity, they will not.
They will
not have them at Grand Flo.
Yeah. So I got this bit of news from
sad.
their social feed, and they said, you never know what's going to happen from day to day, but for now, we are as of October the 3rd. That'll be our.
They're unemployed.
They're unemployed.
Not just furloughed, but unemployed.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a bummer. But moving on to parks, we had a new baby giraffe born on September the 22nd at Animal Kingdom.
What's his name? Did they say his
They
name?
have no name yet. No name yet. Yeah, no name yet. I think they're waiting to see what personality does. But they said that it is I don't even know if it's a boy or girl, but it's feisty, they say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope
We
it's a
like that.
girl.
We love a feisty giraffe.
Who didn't love a feisty giraffe?
That's right. Any and all giraffes, but especially the feisty ones. Florida is entering phase 3, which
just
means
don't know about that.
I know. Restaurants can operate at a minimum 50% capacity,
Yeah, I just don't know about it.
which effectively allows them to run at full capacity. All bars and nightclubs that earn 50% of their sales from alcohol can now operate at full capacity with limited social distancing. Doesn't mean that they have to operate at full capacity.
But they can.
Yeah. Theme parks can technically now go back to business as usual, with limited social distancing efforts. But Disney had such an issue with their employees pushing back.
Yeah.
That I don't think, and Disney released a statement saying that they were evaluating the decision that the governor made, and that as of right now they were anticipating no changes.
I've seen some people posting screenshots of the My Disney Experience app with wait times this past week, implying that there are more people in the park right now because the wait times are up to 60, 75 minutes on some of the rides.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Yes, that's right. I've seen the same thing, especially on weekends.
Yeah.
The park capacity has gone up. We talked about them expanding the hours.
But they're still not offering fast passes.
Right. So and they haven't changed how many people can be like on a ride. So on a coaster at one time.
Which is why the wait times could be
longer.
Yes.
Even without.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that.
Yeah. So it's not so sure that's the best idea, but that's neither here nor there at this point.
They're not. Are they asking you?
They should. I've got opinions on it.
You got opinions. I've got opinions.
They should ask me. So not really news, but did you see? We talked last week about the new Fantasyland opening up at Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah.
The new Fantasyland expansion. Enchanted Tales with Beauty and the Beast. Have you seen any of the stuff on the socials of the people riding that for the first time?
No.
OMG. We have got to put that on the bucket list. There's a scene apparently in the ride where you go through the ballroom where they're dancing, and you see them they're animatronics and they're dancing in the middle of the room, but it is mind-blowingly good animatronics.
Wow.
Yeah, to watch them dancing in the middle of the room.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So that's the news this week. That's all I've got.
News? Okay. Well, I've got a quick trivia question for you before we jump into Tomorrowland.
All right.
You ready?
I'm
okay.
ready.
What classic movie is Wally a fan of?
Meet Me in St. Louis.
No. Oh. No. Is that your final answer?
It's something like that. I'm close. I'm really close.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, honey. I'm so sorry. The answer is Hello, Dolly.
Hello, Dolly.
No points.
They sing Meet Me in St. Louis.
No points for you.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I'm going to restart your points now that we're in season 2.
Okay.
And when you answer incorrectly, you lose 100
points.
points.
Oh, it's like Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's like Jeopardy. So you're negative 100.
Okay.
Okay, hit Tomorrowland because I'm ready for it.
All right, here we go.
So today, I don't think you're going to be surprised by this.
Is it food?
It's food.
Oh, right.
I'm on brand. We're talking about brunch at Art Smith's.
Okay.
So you and I have talked about this. I am desperate to get reservations.
We're working hard
for brunch at Art Smith's. You've got it on your calendar. We've got alarms set. We're going to call. I've already called. We've spoken to people, and we know exactly the first moment that we can call, and it's on the calendar.
Yep.
So I thought it would be best if we prepared a bit for it.
Okay.
So brunch at Art Smith's. For those of you that aren't familiar with our love for Art Smith's, check out one of our bonus episodes from season 1 where we did a full review of Art Smith's. We are not shy about our love for Art Smith's Homecomin.
Or food.
Or
just
food
in general.
but we are looking for any reason to go to Art Smith's more than once.
Yes.
So this, their brunch is from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Entrees range from about $17 to $28, which is no different really than their lunch or their dinner. And we really want to do this for our December trip.
Yes.
You cannot book reservations outside of the Disney app.
Nope.
So I was thinking that maybe the Florida folks are calling in earlier than the Disney reservation folks.
Right.
But no, it is a no-go. Reservations have to go through Disney.
I lived
Disney
it last
Springs.
week.
Yes. And so these things just seem to go like hotcakes. Like, how do you get these reservations? So you are on point to make reservations happen early the morning of October the 15th, right?
That's right.
Okay. So why are we excited? Well, brunch basically takes it to a different level, right? This food is amazing Southern home-cooked comfort food.
Yep.
Speaking to your heart. Why wouldn't you want that
I can't even
first
imagine.
thing in the morning?
I can't imagine why someone would
What
tear
a
it
better
down.
start to the day. Or mid-morning-ish.
Yeah. Followed by maybe a nap.
A nap and then go back for dinner. Right? Okay, so let's take a look at the menu. Okay, I just want to dive right in.
Okay.
We're going to start with the starters. Okay, so first of all, biscuits. Right? Like, what good Southern brunch menu doesn't start
Doesn't
with
have
biscuits?
biscuits, right.
Okay, well, these are cheddar cheese drop biscuits served with your choice of blackberry fig jam or sawmill gravy. Hashtag you could do both.
You could do both, but I can only I'm getting a little bit verklempt just thinking about what Art Smith's sawmill gravy might taste like.
Oh, gosh, I know. Okay, fried green tomatoes. Again, they have those at every meal. Church Lady deviled eggs. They had those at every meal. House-made donuts are an appetizer for breakfast.
I've had the donuts.
But they're not appetizer for lunch or dinner.
No.
Right. These are mini iced donuts piled with pecans, bacon,
Oh, no,
and
these are
drizzled with house-made caramel.
Oh.
Or dusted with sugar and served with spiced cane syrup and seasonal fruit.
I just got diabetes. So
We haven't even gotten to the entrees.
I didn't have iced donuts with bacon. I didn't
You
have
did
that.
not have iced donuts with bacon and pecans.
No.
Okay. Okay, so let's move to the entrees. You need to think about which of those starters you want.
The donuts.
Okay. But you want the ones with bacon and pecans, which, of
Yes.
course, I'm not going to eat the bacon.
Okay.
I want the ones that are dusted with sugar and spiced cane syrup and seasonal fruit.
Well, I also want
And the biscuits and sawmill
and the
gravy. Okay. Let's go to the entrees, or as Art Smith calls them, shining features. Okay? The first one is called the Hamilton.
Shining as in moonshine.
Shiny.
Okay.
The Hamilton. Pimento cheesy grits topped with braised kale and collards, 2 over easy eggs, griddled honey ham, 2 strips of pecan smoked bacon, spicy hollandaise, and crispy fried shallots. You're welcome.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
The man knows what he's doing.
Next is the Hush Puppy Benedict.
Yes, I saw this.
Chef Art's spin on the classic with a house-made Hush Puppy cakes topped with fried chicken tenders, poached eggs, griddled country ham, and pimento hollandaise with a choice of a side item. Pimento hollandaise.
Man. He's illegal.
Put your seatbelt on. Short rib hash. I know you love a hash. 2 sunny side up eggs over our short rib hash with grilled corn, succotash, potatoes, onions, red bell, and Fresno peppers for a bit of a kick. Served with a cheddar cheese drop biscuit and your choice of a side. I realized that you would pick about half the veg off of that. But still, it's a short rib hash.
It sounds ridiculous.
This one's mine.
Oh, okay.
Fried egg and avocado toast.
Yeah, you live for
Grilled
avocado
Cuban
toast.
bread topped with fresh avocado, fried egg, arugula, radish, and pickled red onion, drizzled with olive oil and lemon, served with my choice of a side item.
So classy.
I am nothing but class.
I know you are.
How do you not know that? Wait until we get to the Rise and Shine cocktails. This one, honey, is, I think, you.
Okay.
This is the granddaddy plate. This is 3 eggs any style, pecan smoked bacon, griddled country ham, cheddar cheese drop biscuit, and your choice of 2 sides.
Okay. That sounds good.
I think that's you.
That's good.
I'm pretty sure that's you. French toast. Thick slices of griddled bread dusted with powdered sugar and served with spiced cane syrup and seasonal fruit with your choice of 1 side item. I really, it depends on the morning. Like sometimes I want a savory breakfast and sometimes I want a sweet breakfast.
Yep.
I'd say 75%
Are we
of the
going to have
time
to go twice?
I'm looking for a sweet breakfast because, you grow up eating Count Chocula. And so you start craving the sweet breakfast in the morning. So I'm, depending on the day, I might go for that French toast.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got eggs, right?
It does.
French toast has eggs in it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You dip the bread in
Protein.
some custard.
Now, this is the one that I see a lot of pictures of on the socials. The Hallelujah biscuit. This is your open-faced biscuit topped with Chef Art's famous fried chicken, 2 over-easy eggs, pimento cheese, pecan smoked bacon, and smothered in sawmill gravy.
Yep. This is
that one's you, right?
This is
You're
what
not
I'm
the
getting.
granddaddy. This is you.
This
You're
is
going to get
what
the
I'm
Hallelujah
getting.
biscuit.
Yep.
You still get your choice of a side item.
Yep. Donuts.
Donuts are not a side item. But I think I do know what your side item will be. We'll get there.
Okay.
Your next option is going to be fried chicken and donuts, which is essentially what you got for lunch.
I got that for lunch, so I feel like I can't really go there again.
No.
I need to get that thing you just talked about.
Yes,
the
2
Hallelujah
pieces of
thing.
Chef Art's famous fried chicken served with house-made sugar donuts and a choice of a side item. Yeah, no, you need to get the Hallelujah biscuit. Yeah. Here are your sides. Grits, which I think that's what you ought to get. Yeah. Art knows how to do grits.
Of course. He's not making instant grits.
He's not making instant grits. Takes the entire grit-eating population 25 minutes to make grits. How'd you make them in 5? Potato gratin mash.
That sounds great.
Seasonal fruit.
Okay.
Pecan smoked bacon and griddled country ham. I think you're going to go with the grits.
Yeah, for sure. What was the one before the ham?
Pecan smoked bacon. But your dish comes with pecan smoked bacon.
I have the bacon already,
Yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about the Rise and Shine cocktails.
Okay.
Because they're lovely.
And it's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man. But you're supposed to have a cocktail at brunch.
That's true.
It's a brunch thing. Don't be stuffy. Okay, so the first one is a Florida Crush. By the way, all of these that have vodka use Tito's, except for one particular one. And so I just think that says a lot about...
That's your brand.
That's my brand. I think it says a lot about Art that he really knows the proper brand of vodka to use. So Tito's vodka, muddled with orange and strawberries and a splash of fresh squeezed orange juice and agave syrup.
We don't muddle nearly enough.
We don't muddle nearly enough. You are right about that. In general, I don't think people muddle enough. But, we should all have more fruit in our diet.
Yep. And
muddling.
And muddle it.
What do we need to muddle? Like a mortar and pestle?
Yeah.
Is that how you muddle? I don't know how to muddle. Look into that.
I think you get a muddler.
You know what, honey? You got 7 days to learn how to muddle.
Okay.
Next Sunday. Next Sunday comes around really quickly. The second one is a blueberry mimosa. A classic brunch staple was blueberry puree and fresh blueberries. Again, I think the puree plus the fresh is needed. Proud Mary. This is going to be your classic Bloody Mary with Tito's handmade vodka, seasoned salt rim with celery, pickle, and olives.
Yum.
White peach sangria. Moscato with a muddled orange and mango.
More muddling.
Fresh peach puree, peach moonshine, and a moonshine-soaked peach wedge.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right. Sweet tea shine.
We've had
I don't need to say any more about that. The Local. Rum Haven, coconut water rum, lime, simple syrup, and fresh pineapple. They have a Southern Mary with Dixie Black Pepper Vodka.
Ooh.
I know. And a moonshine mash with a watermelon-infused moonshine. And then a Prince's mimosa. I've decided to go with the biscuit starter, the fried egg and avocado toast with seasonal fruit, and the Florida Crush / blueberry mimosa / sweet tea shine / moonshine mash.
Yeah, we're going to drag you out of there. Literally. Had to drag you out of there.
We should not put anything else on the agenda for that day.
No, that's Saturday.
Okay. All right.
That was amazing. I'm even more motivated now to get up and be online at 6 a.m. on the 15th of October.
Do it, honey. Make it happen. Lead us into World Showcase.
All right, here we go. Okay, so September the 15th through October the 15th is National Hispanic Heritage Month. And to sort of celebrate that, I've decided to talk about one of my favorite acts at Disney World, one of my favorite set of performers, Mariachi Cobre.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well done, honey.
So, if you don't know who Mariachi Cobre is, this is the mariachi band that you can usually see at the Mexican Pavillion at EPCOT, although right now they're performing at the America Gardens Theatre in EPCOT also.
Which is nice.
It's a nice venue,
for them. Yeah.
They can spread, all of them can be out there at once because there's more of them in the group than you normally would see just huddled around outside of the Mexican temple there. But
no women in this mariachi band, right?
I've never seen one. There's not.
Which is a shame, honestly.
Sure. I swear. One track mind. Moonshine and women's
Moonshine
issues.
and women.
So they basically opened EPCOT. They have been performing at EPCOT for 38 years.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, so they are as iconic as the Voices of Liberty.
Yeah, at least. I do think that they've grown in popularity. I think mariachi music has grown in popularity since Coco was released.
Right? Yeah,
but just they've been doing their thing at EPCOT since the day it opened.
By the way, who likes my Ernesto de la Cruz?
Oh, how about that? You didn't even know it was
Sure, I didn't know you were going to do
Heritage
that.
Month.
Once again.
Gosh,
man.
that is wild.
Yes, I know.
Good work, us. So just if there's someone who doesn't know what mariachi music is, it's a genre of regional Mexican music that dates back to the 18th century. It evolved over time in various regions of western Mexico.
Okay.
Usually, a mariachi group consists of violins, trumpets, and guitars, specifically Spanish guitars. But Esteban Carrillo, who goes by Steve Carrillo, he's one of the members of Mariachi Cobre. He's actually one of the founding members of Mariachi Cobre.
Wow.
He says that the high-pitched vihuela guitar and the bass guitar, the guitarrón, are indigenous to Mexico and are, quote, the instruments that define a mariachi.
The sound.
Yep.
Yeah, gosh, Steve. Now, if he's a founding member of 38 years, I mean, he's got to be 70.
You're going to find, you're just a little bit ahead of me.
Okay.
He's not 70. But
okay.
Yeah. All the members of a mariachi band are typically, able to sing lead on a song or backup vocals, right? You'll see them just
very
switch
talented.
on and off. Yeah.
Very talented.
So how did Mariachi Cobre come to be, right? The group that eventually populated Mariachi Cobre, that became Mariachi Cobre, originated in Arizona, the copper state. Cobre is Spanish for copper.
Now isn't that nice?
Yeah, so Mariachi Cobre is where they get their name.
Okay.
Right? It was a youth mariachi group that the founding members belonged to. And these kids were like 9 to 16 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and they were part of a youth mariachi group in Arizona called Los Chanquitos Feos.
Nice job, honey.
Right? Yeah,
but seriously, the talent.
I know. And they claim to be the first real mariachi group in the United States. Los Chanquitos Feos.
Okay.
So every year, starting in about 1968, Walt Disney had heard about these guys, and he would bring them in on Cinco de Mayo in Disneyland.
Oh, now nice.
Right?
Yes.
He would think about this. So you got 9 to 16-year-old kids. Okay. Walt is sending the Walt Disney plane
for you
to Tucson, Arizona. That's where they were from. Tucson, Arizona. Picks them up, flies them to Anaheim. They perform during Cinco de Mayo all day, and then he flies them back home.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and they did this every year from like 68 to 75, right? Okay.
So by then, they're no longer teenagers.
But they rotate, right?
Oh, okay. So not all days the same kids.
Right.
Okay.
So in the early 70s, 70, 71, 72, some of those members left the group and formed Mariachi Cobre.
Okay.
Okay. They're still sort of they're cousins, right? This Mariachi Cobre is the older cousin of the youth mariachi group, right?
Okay.
So while the kids are doing their thing from 68 to 75, the Mariachi Cobre guys got asked in like 73, 74, 75 to come play at Walt Disney World in Florida.
So they would be in their early 20s then.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they were asked to play at Pecos Bill Cafe, Frontierland, the Grand Canyon Concourse at Contemporary Resort.
Oh, fun.
Right? So they would just play just to offer the atmosphere that those areas were trying to generate, right?
Yeah.
So then 1982 rolls around and EPCOT launches. And what's kind of wild is that World Showcase wasn't quite done yet.
Right.
It was not done for a number of years later.
Yeah.
But Mexico was definitely one of the first ones. Mariachi Cobre was there right at the start. They're celebrating their 38th year this year.
Wow, that's awesome.
So they've been there ever since. Steve Carrillo, Esteban, says, "It is our responsibility to share our music, our culture, our Hispanic heritage, especially with people who are seeing mariachi for the first time." Right?
That's fantastic.
So these guys are really into their art, and you can really kind of see it when you watch them perform.
No,
these guys aren't
amazing.
faking it.
No, they're amazing. They are not. I would not call them performers. I would call them artists.
Yeah, absolutely. And they don't. It would be so easy for them just to do the Coco hits, but they don't.
Yeah,
and they don't. They don't go out of their way to sing all English language tunes.
Oh yeah, no,
they do. They do a really, really good job.
Yeah, they do.
They have performed with Linda Ronstadt and Julio Iglesias. They performed with a number of other stars who were really famous in Mexico, like Guadalupe Pineda, Ana Gabriel, and Lola Beltran.
Okay.
I don't know these folks, but in Mexico, they're huge.
Big stars, yeah.
Huge in Mexico.
Okay.
So if you want to follow along with Hispanic Heritage Month, you can hashtag Hispanic Heritage Month pretty much anywhere in social medias, and you'll see a lot of cool stuff. But Disney also recommends hashtag Disney Familia, and you'll see a lot of stuff about Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So also go to the Disney Parks blog. That's where a lot of the information that I got for this came from. There's a great little write-up, but also a video there explaining how Mariachi Cobre came to be. It shows the kids standing on the stairwell going in and out of Walt Disney's plane.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, really, really cool. So also hashtag Disney Magic Moments. You will see, if you look through the list of all the Disney Magic Moments that Disney has put out, especially during pandemic, you'll see a couple of videos of like Zoom performances of Mariachi Cobre playing songs together during pandemic over Zoom. So
that's awesome.
Really, really cool thing that they are being highlighted this month, and it's absolutely deserving.
Oh, absolutely.
They're incredible. They're fun. They're energetic. Whether they're in a tight group performing in Mexico or even on the big stage at American Gardens Theatre, they just exude energy when they're playing.
They really own that stage. I mean, their instruments are pretty massive, right?
Yeah.
That guitarón. is huge. Yeah, but they do a great job.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, I loved seeing them on that stage when we were there.
You walk up on them, you hear them, and you instantly smile. You just can't help it. You
smile. Absolutely. So are they normally inside Mexico?
Most of the time when I've seen them, it's been outside Mexico.
Okay.
Usually right past the restaurants there on the right.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't imagine them being inside that little building.
I don't know if you remember, but the last time we were there, I ran off from you because I thought I heard them performing. And I ran off You stopped to get one of those margaritas.
No, that doesn't sound like me at all.
Shocker. I know. And I said, okay, you go get that. I hear Mariachi Cobre. I ran off to go see them, and I was so sad because I walked around the corner, and it was just the music that was playing over the loudspeaker. They weren't really playing. And then I talked to the lady that was running the restaurant there. But
yeah.
So
of course you talked to her.
Of course I do.
Mr. Friendly.
That's my own brand thing there.
It's very, very on brand for you.
But yeah, so Mariachi Cobre, if you get a chance to see them, don't waste it. Don't just walk past it. Stop and watch them.
Yeah,
they're great.
I absolutely agree with that. Well done.
Yeah.
Excellent World Showcase.
Okay, so that's our show for this week. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, though, go on to iTunes and leave us a rating and say, here's what you need to change. Hopefully we did that for you in season 2 already.
But while you're there, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah. And if you're looking for more Disney, visit scfadp.com. S for super, C for Cali, F for fragilistic, A for awesome, D for Disney, P for podcast. This week, we're going to have a bonus video on the best vegan foods at Walt Disney World. And look, even if vegan is not your thing, check it out because I think you'll be surprised.
That's right. I'm sure I would have to be surprised. Go to scfadp.com. Check that out. Go to our YouTube channel, Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. Join us for the conversation on Instagram and Twitter. Our handles are scfadp. The more out there, the merrier.
Yes, we'd love to hear from you.
Yep. And so with that, we hope to see you real soon.